Hey everyone, welcome to the team. You've passed the interviews, you've conquered the mountain of HR paperwork, and hopefully you've actually managed to find the break room by now. We are absolutely thrilled to have you here. But before you get totally settled into your daily workflow, we need to have a pretty serious conversation. Consider this your mandatory security training explainer for 2026, and I need you to understand right from the get-go, the stakes here are incredibly high. We're operating in a landscape where literally a single misstep by one person can compromise the entire organization. So this isn't just some boring HR box to check. This is an urgent briefing on exactly how you are going to help us defend our digital perimeter.
Now, you might be wondering, or rather, I want you to really think about this for a second. We invest millions, and I mean millions, in state-of-the-art firewalls, super advanced threat detection systems, fully encrypted networks, the whole shebang. But despite all of that incredible technology, what do you think is the absolute weakest link in our cybersecurity? Any guesses?
Okay, let's dive into this. The answer? It's human behavior. It's you. It's me. It's literally anyone with a smartphone who just hasn't had their morning coffee yet. Cybercriminals know that hacking into a heavily fortified server takes a massive amount of effort and some highly specialized skills, but tricking a busy, distracted employee into just handing over the keys? Well, that's way easier. You are our frontline defenders now, mostly because today's attackers don't just target our systems anymore, they target people.
So, here is our quick roadmap for this explainer. First, welcome to security training. Second, the phishing threat in India. Third, real scams you will see. Fourth, how AI powers phishing. Fifth, spotting the red flags. And finally, mandatory defense protocols. I promise this won't be a boring IT lecture, it's a critical survival guide. Let's get into it.
All right, part one. Welcome to security training. Let's officially kick off this threat briefing.
The absolute core enemy we're up against here is the phishing attack. Simply put, this is a cybercrime where attackers basically wear a digital disguise. They'll impersonate trusted individuals, maybe your direct manager, a major bank, or a vendor we use all the time, just to trick you into revealing sensitive info. We're talking passwords, one-time passwords, banking details, or highly confidential company data. And please, completely wipe the idea from your mind that phishing only happens through some poorly spelled email from a foreign prince. Today, oh no. These attacks are delivered through SMS texts, flawlessly faked websites, social media, and even direct phone calls.
Moving right along to Section 2, the phishing threat in India. Why are we so hyper-focused on this here?
And this brilliantly illustrates why our operations require such heightened vigilance. India has become one of the absolute fastest-growing targets for phishing globally. Look at the factors at play here. The rapid digital transformation, the sheer explosion of internet and smartphone adoption. Add in massive leaps in digital banking, the massive surge in remote and hybrid work cultures, and our heavy reliance on cloud tools. What does all that equal? It creates a massive, extremely lucrative target for cybercriminals. The attack surface is huge now, and trust me, the attackers definitely know it.
So what exact forms do these attacks take? You kind of need to know the terminology here. There's standard email phishing, using fake brands or pretending to be coworkers. Then there is spear phishing. This one is highly dangerous because it is customized and targeted specifically at you or our company. Then we have smishing, which is malicious links sent straight to your phone via SMS. Vishing, which uses actual voice calls to psychologically manipulate you. And clone phishing, where an attacker intercepts a totally legitimate email you've already received, duplicates it perfectly, but completely swaps out the real link for a malicious one. Sneaky, right?
All right, Section 3, real scams you will see. Let's talk about the everyday deceptions.
Now, what's really interesting about this is how insanely thin the line between reality and fraud has actually become. Take about a standard, completely legitimate notification you might get from a major bank like HDFC or SBI. Now, compare that conceptually to a completely fraudulent KYC verification request. The logos, the formatting, the corporate tone, they are virtually identical. The real difference? The gotcha technique. The fake one manufactures this intense sense of panic. It'll demand immediate action to prevent your account from being frozen. It's specifically designed to make you act before your brain has a chance to catch up and think.
And here are some of the most common scams hitting Indian phones and inboxes literally every single day. Fake delivery notifications. You know, you get an SMS saying a courier needs a tiny customs payment to release a package. Fake government notices. Totally fraudulent requests regarding your GST, PAN, or Aadhaar updates. And UPI fraud requests. This is where attackers send payment collection requests that are so cleverly disguised they look exactly like you're receiving a refund. Just imagine you're distracted at your desk, trying to meet a tight deadline, and one of these just pops up on your screen.
It is incredibly easy to fall for it if you aren't actively keeping your guard up. Which brings us to Section 4, how AI powers phishing. This is the next-gen stuff.
Because AI has completely rewritten the playbook here. Remember when phishing emails used to be full of terrible grammar and weird spelling mistakes? Yeah, those days are over. Attackers now use AI to generate flawlessly written, highly persuasive emails. But even more terrifying, deepfake voice scams. Attackers can literally synthesize the exact voice of our CEO or your direct manager, call you up, and request an urgent wire transfer. No joke. We're also facing fake AI chatbots designed to harvest your data while pretending to just offer helpful customer support, and QR code phishing, where malicious links are just hidden in plain sight.
And if you do fall for one of these AI-powered scams, the consequences for the organization are severe. We aren't just talking about having to reset a password here, we're talking about massive financial fraud. We're talking devastating data breaches where our clients' most confidential information is stolen outright. Complete system shutdowns because of ransomware infections, credential theft, major regulatory compliance violations, and catastrophic damage to our hard-earned reputation. Literally, one single click can bring the entire business to a grinding halt.
So, Section 5, spotting the red flags. How do we actually identify these threats?
So the crucial point is you have to scrutinize things. Check those sender email addresses. And I mean, really check them. Don't just glance at the display name. Look at the actual underlying email address. Is the language overly urgent or strangely threatening? Remember, attackers use fear to completely bypass your logic. Hover your mouse over links. Do they actually match the official domains, or is there a really subtle typo in there? Are they asking for passwords, OTPs, or confidential data? Listen to me. Legitimate organizations will absolutely never ask for your password. And finally, be highly suspicious of literally any unexpected attachments.
That brings us to Section 6, mandatory defense protocols. Frame these as your new superpowers.
Okay, I need your complete, undivided attention on this one, because this is the absolute most critical part of this entire training. Step 1, multi-factor authentication, or MFA. It is mandatory across all company systems, zero exceptions. MFA ensures that even if an attacker somehow manages to steal your password, they still cannot get in without your secondary physical device. Step 2, you must strictly follow our reporting protocols. If you see something even remotely suspicious, you do not just delete it and move on. You report it immediately to the security team. Your quick report might literally be the early warning that saves another employee from falling for that exact same trap.
Let's move to and see how this builds into your daily habits. Always verify before clicking. If an email from a vendor seems even slightly off, just pick up the phone and call the vendor directly to confirm. Never, and I mean never, share your OTPs or passwords with anyone, not even someone who claims they're from our own IT department. Check website URLs very carefully before you type in any credentials. And finally, make sure you're actually utilizing the mobile cybersecurity apps we provide for those instant threat alerts and daily reminders.
I want to wrap up this explainer and leave you with this really powerful thought. Phishing attacks remain one of the most serious cybersecurity threats in India because they exploit trust rather than technology. Technology is really only as strong as the person who's operating it. We have all the protocols in place, but at the end of the day, your skepticism is our ultimate firewall. So I have to ask you, the next time an urgent, flawlessly worded message hits your inbox from your manager, are you going to be the one who stops the attack or the one who lets them in?